academic advancement program. And while he was here, he served as a researcher with Professor Tyrone Howard with the Black Male Institute. After leaving Westwood, he took his talents to the East Coast, to the University of Penn, where he received his master's in higher education. Currently, he's a program manager for an education teaching consultant company. He serves as a part-time faculty member for Cal State Fullerton in African American Studies. So give it a round of applause for Miles. And guess we gotta get his attention to put your slides on. Got him.
Thank you, Deshaun. So I've known Deshaun since I first got to campus, which was great. You know, he was in the law school, but just being able to make space and be able to connect with the alumni, great ways I was able to connect with the UCLA Black alumni was one. I was a scholarship recipient, so that definitely helped. Being able to make that decision. I was definitely coming from South Central Los Angeles, so I graduated Crenshaw High, if you know where that's from. So, I was on free and reduced lunch, so that helped. Coming to UCLA and meeting alumni like that, and I was able to go on different trips. I remember one spring break, we went on a snowboarding trip to Mammoth with the Black alumni. So as an undergrad, that was a great way to meet the network and being able to expand my network beyond the people I was able to go to school with. So, my Black brewing experience. So it started when I was basically receiving the scholarship, sitting here in the same room that you're sitting in, and I was sitting here in 2007. So here we are now. We can go to the next slide. So I'll talk about high school to college and then jump into my UCLA experience and then post-graduation and how that Black brewing experience keeps going. Then talk about how I'm still friends with some of the people that I met here at the admin weekend and also my career success. So it's worth going to UCLA and graduating from here because the degree actually helped me become incredibly successful. And I back it all the way to this day. Next slide, please. All right, so in high school, this was me. I was wilding, I was always out having fun, dancing, moving around, just trying to be on stage somewhere performing because I was a drum major in the band, so I loved playing music and doing all that. All the while having the back of my ASB president at the time, because we both ended up going to UCLA and pretty much earned enough scholarships between community scholarships and this Black alumni scholarship to be able to come here and earn this right. I was an ASB parliamentarian, so I was able to come to this school and feel like I at least had one person who had my back before I met the Nishans and met other people at this school, which was great. I had a 4.0 coming out of UCLA, so like many of you, I'm sure you're all smart, bright, maybe the smartest Black person at the school, maybe the smartest woman, smartest male. Like, you just got to figure it out. You know, you've made it a way to figure it out and become great and successful. I'm just like you, so you can come here and do the same things. You got into this school, you're amazing, and that's why. And it's a family affair. My cousin came here first, my cousin Jaliba, she came down from Oakland, we're originally from the Bay. And then I'm trying to leave a legacy for my future family members to come here as well, because there's nothing greater than creating a legacy. And by going to college, only 50% of the United States population has a bachelor's degree. You're creating a legacy and a pathway, whether you're keeping it up for the family members who already did it, or whether you're paving a new one for others. So as a Black Bruin, I tried to do everything. I was outside, I was inside, I was hanging out with the football team, going to baseball games, I was going to the tailgates. I was able to go to school with Russell Westbrook at the same time, so hanging out in the dorms, and then also just being able to watch him go win games was awesome. Kevin Love and some other people were here, but he's a Black alumni, so shout out to Russ. And then just hanging out with my friends, and I'm still friends with a lot of these people. We can go to the next slide. So a lot of the things that I did at UCLA served as development for me to become the person that I am today. So when you come to UCLA, we have over 500 clubs. A lot of times you're here, it's a blank canvas for you. You can do anything and everything inside the classroom, outside the classroom. And I think what you do outside the class is just as important as your major, because that helps to develop your character, your leadership skills, and your soft skills, and that stands out. And that helps you become a holistic person and a holistic student, which allowed me to become a holistic success. So I was here, I was a Daily Brewing video, which is very different from when I joined my fraternity, which is very different when I was working in UCLA Res Life, which is very different than VIP Scholars and EAOP, which are outreach programs where I go back to Crenshaw and other schools like Laces and Pasadena Unified to teach other people how they can get into school. Because I was like, I got into school, this was my saving grace, this could be your saving grace. I see all the beauty and opportunity here. I didn't wait until I graduated to come do speeches like this. I made sure I did it as soon as I got here. So there's opportunities for you to work and earn an opportunity to earn money while you're here. Because I got paid for some of this, got stipends for others, and then some I did because it was my passion, it was my love, it's what I wanted to do. And I also wanted to build a strong network. So the things that I did on campus back then, people still call me and ask me to do today. And I graduated in 2011. Next slide, please. So of course you get to graduate. I got to hang out with great, amazing people. This is my friend Jonathan. So John, he was my frat brother, but most importantly, he was also the captain of the track team, and he also was very focused on education. We're both in education today, where he's on the route to become a principal in Fresno, and I still work in education technology. But on the side, some of his passions that he took from what he did as an athlete here, he's now going around the country and actually around the world to dunk. He's a professional dunker when he's not teaching 8th graders math. Right? And he met his wife here on the track team as well. Boom. So I didn't jump to dunk because I can't dunk, but I did jump out the classroom, went to UPenn and got my master's because of my UCLA education, preparing me and allowing me to transition. I got to Drexel, which is across the street from UPenn, and I started teaching there by the time I was 24, while also working as a coordinator. So I turned my full-time job also into a part-time opportunity. And then I wrote a book called Self-Education because I wanted people to understand all the great opportunities outside of class that you can have to succeed. I was like 27 by then. And then boom, today I teach at Cal State Fullerton on the side because, next slide, please. Okay, Mom. Thank you, man. I work in tech during the day, right? Which doesn't stop me from pursuing any of my other passions, such as making poetry or writing music and performing in my church choir and playing trumpet. And so I'm able to do all these different amazing things because when I was at UCLA, I was able to act, play trumpet, be able to be in the Daily Bruin, hop in a fashion show. Like, I was able to explore all of myself while also getting good grades because I started getting into grad school and I started to make sure I was preparing myself as a leader to make a difference. Next slide. And I'm still friends with the people that I met when I got here, right? These are still my friends. This is my Ace Boone Coon right here. This, right, that's Matt. So then my friend Travell, he came and visited when he was 15 to UCLA. Now he's getting his PhD, and we're still celebrating him each and every day, and we're still friends. My friend Jeremy's an anesthesiologist, and I'm not sure if I said that correctly, anesthesiologist, right? I was North Campus, not South Campus. So he ended up becoming a doctor and graduated from UCLA Medical School. And one of my dearest friends, Adrian, is a professor at University of Texas at Austin. We have Devin. He works at the JFF, which is a foundation, a national foundation that works on helping people be able to get jobs. And I was talking about all those opportunities that you want to be able to have when you graduate. Like, that's his job. He's like, okay, let's help people who are struggling to get employment and keep them employed. So he's making a national difference. That's us at the Dodger game. My friend Ebrion's a full-time DJ, although he has a master's in entrepreneurship, because he's like, you can do it, I can do it, and I can DJ at the same time. So this is an eclectic network of people and friends that I've been able to build up that are all Black Bruins doing amazing things. And other friends who are like, work in Airbnb, and I work in tech. And last slide. You should be a Black Bruin too. All right, press play on that. Can you press play on that? Will it work? Yes. Boom. We'll hold you up. We got your back. We are love. We are community. We are one, and we are Black Bruins. Thank you for your time.